Alright YouTube, it's Mega here, back with another video, and we're doing it again. I mean, I'm really liking the spice of this new BY Luffy deck. Running the 4 Borsos just seems really oppressive. Obviously, we don't want to run into that dreaded Bonnie matchup, but at the end of the day, I think this just gets the job done. I'm gonna hop in a couple videos here to kind of showcase the power of what the new BY Luffy build can truly do. If you enjoyed the last video, please give me a like and subscribe, and let's hop right into it. Let's get it. All right, let's kick it off. First matchup in the dreaded Reiju. We're gonna go second here, and let's see what we do. Triple searcher, not necessarily the greatest. I kind of want to see some of my pieces beforehand. I don't really want to open up with triple searcher, so I'm gonna mulligan. And much better. We do have double guard, ace rush, and the BY, so we want to apply pressure extremely early to this Reiju. And it looks like they go ahead and get the Ichiji, so we're gonna double Garp here. We do have the Sabo in hand. We do want the Luffy here, and then I think on the next search we're looking for any babies. I think we're prior to Sabo here, and then we're gonna pass down. So double Garp off of our first turn is definitely not that bad. They're gonna obviously be able to get some early pressure on here on the beginning of this match, seeing that they are seeing some of their most important pieces. All right, and here we go. Let's see what they do. They get the stage, obviously. Go to draw. They pick up the Reiju. And to be honest with you, the Reiju matchup is not that bad. You just kind of have to like play it a certain way. And obviously, if they see some of their bigger pieces early on, they can put a ton of pressure on you. I'm just gonna, obviously we haven't seen the Borsalino yet, so we'll take that one. Oh, there we go, speak of the devil. So on 4, we're gonna just swing base 5 at face. They have low hand size, so they whiffed a couple times, which makes it really uncomfortable for them. And on 4, I'm just gonna hard play the Borso just in general, just to give us some protection and pass turn. And yeah, I guess you could argue that I could have dined up to swing 5 with the guard, but I feel like establishing this because I'm never going to take anything on this blocker. I just want to kind of have it in play, so that way once I start building my board, that I have some units. Because I really use Borso to attack pretty aggressively later in the match. So for me, it really is inconsequential here. So they've got a pretty large hand size. We want to get our hand size down as well, so we can reduce, because they will look to putting us. So I'm probably going to look to do some very interesting plays here. So Ichiji out first. All right, and he's going to gain rush, so minus 1,000 here. He's going to swing 7 to my face, 5 to face, and that's fine. We want to, like I said before, we want to kind of get our hand size down to avoid that putting, and we'll take that one. All right, so we're on our 6th Don turn. We did get the Flampe. So in 6, what can we do here? We could Sabo. Yeah, I think that's actually doesn't feel that great. I could hard play the Sabo and then swing into them, but I'm not sure that I necessarily want to. Or I could hard play the ace and swing to their face. Let's see what makes the most sense here. First things first, let's go ahead and swing 5. And they have a gazillion cards, so we obviously give us 2K. I can Flampe here and still play the Sabo. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So let's take this. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Because I could opt to Borso, but Sabo lets me see if I get my pieces and cycle out. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm hard play the Sabo. Let's get rid of this, and then pass turn. So definitely, now we're at 1 life. They do have the Ichiji here, and then let's see what they have in their trash. So they do have another Ichiji as well, so we should see 2 Ichijis here coming out of this turn, which is perfectly fine. I think that we have a significant amount of counter available in the event they try to ultra aggro us for game. And they're probably trying to think right now if it's possible to get there. We're gonna go ahead and start setting up our trash. So I'm gonna go ahead and pitch here because I know I'm gonna take another one. I don't want that last hit. I don't want to give them any more advantage. Just want to kind of set my trash up. Let's see. Let's get rid of the guard, and then we'll take the ETG hit here, and then they're gonna play out the pudding. Okay. Well, I guess that's their only option at this particular point. I did get some pieces in the trash, and I still have those. It's just kind of the nature of the beast with this. So on the crackback here, I will be looking to kind of push them as low as I possibly can. And we've got a decent amount of stuff here going on. So we'll see what they end up doing here. They've got the ETG. Okay, so we're on 8 Don. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Because I am going to awaken. I do have the Rocket Luffy's. But I kind of want to. So let's do this. Let's swing 5 at face. See what they do. And we do have the Borso here as well. So there's a couple things I can do. I guess I just want to kind of fill it out, see what I can get information. So they gave me the card there. So what we'll do is we'll leader ability. We'll trash. Yeah, we'll trash the Sabo. And let's go 2/2 so we can. Yeah, so we'll go Sabo Luffy, and then we'll play the Luffy, and then play the Sabo. Okay, and then we'll play the Luffy, and then play the Sabo, and then draw 2 trash 2, and then we'll trash the Ace, and I guess we'll trash the Sabo. So that gives us 3 blockers, and then we can do this. And let's see. Do I go? Because what do we have here? Yeah, I think I can do this. I'm gonna swing 7 to face. Once again, just getting value out of the Borsalina. I mean, there's a lot of things here. I still have the blockers, and I'm a 9K leader, so he can't really just infinitely swing into me. I'm a tall statue. I've got 5K in counter in hand, and I've got several blockers, and they can't KO anything. So I guess we'll see. Because next turn I don't have the Gecko Moria, so I think I just go for gain. And then worst case scenario, I just leader ability to give it myself. So he's gonna swing 5 into that. I mean, sorry, 6 into this. Sure, I'm not gonna give him anything for free. And he does have a lot of cards in hand, but I think this next turn I just win. Just straight up win. Pretty hard this next turn, because I think he's gonna be able to at least double ETG, or just, you know, he'll be able to bring out another ETG because he's got this one here. So like he's calculating his Don and then how many cards in hand. So he's got a significant hand size, and I've only got 4K in counter. So I guess we'll see what he ends up doing. Because like the way I look at it is here, maybe I could have just given that up. So he's gonna swing 9 to face. Since I don't have any babies, I guess I just pitch there. And I think I just get here next turn because I have everything, so I can swing 8, 8, 10, 8. Oh, he just gave up. So he kind of knew the writing was on the wall already. And just looking at his hand, I mean, he had some decent counter, but it was pretty much over. So first match against Reiju, I really like this Borsalina. It just feels good to me. It feels rewarding. And you know, obviously, like I don't have the Kuzans to remove stuff off the board, but I feel like you put up enough pressure that it really does make the player, you know, the opponent not able to play the game at some point. So that's the first matchup, Reiju versus Luffy, and let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, we're up next. We're going up against the Don Rosinante. Don Quixote. Let's see what this is, what we're going to be up against this. So definitely not liking this hand. Going to go ahead and mulligan. Definitely see two of my favorite pieces here with the Sabo, Baby Sabo, Flampe, and this. You can't ask for a better hand. I think on one, I think that I'm going to just use the Flampe and go ahead and pull off life, and then we get another Flampe and a Searcher. So really good start. Probably a top tier, god tier start, to be completely honest. So we're going to go ahead and search. Feels bad that we whiffed there, but at least we know. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So we're going to use this, get the Borso, and then we're going to swing 5 at life. I mean, sorry, 6 at life. And they're going to take it. And this deck, this Rosinante is really unique decks to play against. So I'm going to have to put a lot of pressure on early, because the later mounts just get really, really annoying. And this is, I'm going to have to utilize the Rocket Luffy's a lot, to be honest with you, to be able to get rid of some of these more annoying characters. So he's going to swing 7 at me, and that's fine. I'll take that. And then they're going to pass turn with 2 up. So here, I think the best option for me, I'm going to swing 5 at face. And I think I'm just going to hard play the Sabo, just because I want to see the Rocket Luffy. So I'm going to pitch that and that, and then wait for him to, and then pass turn. And what I'll look to do is get rid of this sugar as soon as possible, because that's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with later on as they build up momentum into the later dawn phases of this match. So they're going to swing, it looks like they're going to swing 7 at life. I'll take it, use trigger and pop that. So we get that off the board. And then they're going to play a Rosinante blocker after that. So once again, still an annoyance to say the least. We're going to go ahead and awaken because we kind of have to at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and trash. What should we trash here? Let's use some trash right now. It looks like we just have the aces. So I'll just trash one of these. And then I have the ace and the Sabo, which I don't have. So we'll go Luffy ace, and then play the ace to reveal the ace. And then let's do this 7 at lead. And then it looks like I'm gonna just play the I'm just gonna play the Garp and look to see if I can find me a baby monkey. Yeah, so sweet. We're able to get that. I could have. Yeah. Okay. I could have probably played out the Luffy in advance, so that way I could have gone the next turn. I could go to a higher number next turn, but I guess we'll see what ends up happening. I probably could have played that a bit differently. And he's gonna play a character freeze and then he's not gonna be able to do anything really. Yeah, I don't know if he understands how this works, but that just doesn't work. So on 9 done, that's a bit awkward, but what we can do is here we can deploy this and then do that, and then we can let's see, we can then ability. I do not have a Sabo I don't have a Sabu in trash, so we're just kind of we'll just play we'll play these for now, and then go into the next 2 turns. Let's see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see. Let's do this. I'm gonna swing 6 at lead. Okay. And then I'm gonna swing 10 at lead. And he's just gonna take it on blocker. Oh, I actually took it. Interesting. So next turn, we can play the Gecko Moria and then bring out another ace and a Rocket Luffy. So he's gonna swing 8 there, which is fine. We can trash this and this. We kind of want to protect. So he's gonna 10 drop my Luffy and then do nothing on this turn, which is fine because, like I said before, I'll just replace those. So what I'll do is I'll 10 drop the Gecko Moria here and then replace, because yeah, I'll replace this, and it's double Luffy, so let's do that, and then we'll do this. So I'll wait for that. So I'm gonna do this, and then I can do leader ability, and then trash 1. What makes sense here actually? Because if I'm gonna trash, so what's I'm gonna trash here? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go this into. So I'm gonna do Rocket Luffy into this, and then do this into this, and then I'm gonna swing 8 to lead, and he'll probably counter out, and then I'm gonna swing 7 to lead. And let's see what he does. He takes it on blocker. Cool. Maybe that wasn't the smartest play, but next turn I get to remove. So he's gonna swing 10 at my leader, which is, I guess that's fine. So I guess he's gonna 10 drop me again. He can't swing that, so like I'm really confused as to what he's gonna do. Oh, he's gonna swing there. Okay. Sure. And then he's just gonna 10 drop my Luffy again. Which I think at this point I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Because then I can just swing. So let me do this right. So I can swing. This should get there. 12. And then 12, 5. Yeah. And I think this just gets there. 13. And the 5, and I think that's GG. Yeah, no, another match. I haven't played this matchup in a while. Very interesting deck to play against, Rosinante. But once again, the power of BY it's immense, and once again, you'll see we'll keep showcasing the power of this deck. And thank you to the competitor Caston for your involvement in today's tutorial on how to play BY against Don Hote Rosinante. So let's hop into the next video. Let's get it. Alright guys, back again, Mega back with another video here up against a Reiju, and a pretty crazy looking hand. I'm gonna keep, because just having Gecko is just too viable. We can go in here, hopefully we can see some of our pieces here against Reiju. I guess this is kind of important. Probably could have took the Rocket Luffy, but I guess we'll see what ends up happening as we go through the matchup. But usually we want to be pretty aggressive early on, so if we can cheese out the ace with one of the babies, would definitely help us get some damage in early, because every single point is as viable as necessary. I guess we'll see what ends up happening here, and see if they are able to kind of get some of their pieces here. They were able to get the Reiju out. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting matchup. Heavily favored into the Luffy, obviously, but obviously Reiju can high roll and kind of get that snowball rolling again. But I definitely like my hand here. Let's see what we got. So there's a couple different things we could do here, but I think the most viable thing is just to swing straight to their face to try to get some. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do this, because if I do happen to see a Hiyori, maybe the correct play there is to swing 8, but I'm gonna play out the Luffy just so I can have some, something on board, and then perhaps I see a Hiyori of some sort, and I'm able to play that off. And then having the Luffy out there on the field just makes it so much more viable later on in the rounds, because we'll be playing into the Ichiji, obviously, and they're gonna play a blocker and then swing. They're probably not gonna swing into me, actually. Unless they just don't understand how this matchup works. So we'll see what ends up happening. I trust their judge. And then get the Derma Event Searcher. So Reiju's always going to do it. And they're actually going to swing into me. So that's very interesting. We're able to pick up the Sabo, which is really good. And then the Makino as well. Let's do this. Let's go. Yeah, let's do Makino. Use, and we'll take the I guess we'll take the bottom life. And we did not get, so we do have the Borso coming off the next life, so that's fine. Let's see what we could do here. We're on 4 Dawn, and we know Borso is coming up, so definitely feeling good about that. And then none of our obviously big Luffy's or anything on that. We can swing 2 times here, which I think is probably the best bet. But I don't know that I should give up my Luffy on this. So we'll go ahead and just swing 9. They'll probably take that on blocker, which is more than likely the correct way to play this. The Makino allows me to know that I'm going to get the Borsalino off of life on the next time they swing, and then a 2K afterwards, if I'm not mistaken. So wasn't able to like set up some fully cool plays, but I will hard play the Sabo next turn, or I could play hard play the Luffy. I probably should have played hard play the Luffy there, so that way I could get to 0. But it's considering that they haven't high rolled some of their bigger pieces, so it might have been more viable to do so. But either or, I'm kind of playing this matchup a bit differently, because I just feel pretty confident into it in general, and knowing what they need to do. Here it goes. They did see their Ichiji, so understanding the strategy associated with that, which is fine with that. If they'll get off a couple swings here, I'll be able to pitch and start setting up my trash here now, which is fine. So we'll take that one, and then they're gonna base 5 into Ichiji, which is, I mean, what else would they be doing? And in this particular moment, I'll pitch off the Sabo blocker. I think will make the most sense here, because I do have the baby Sabo and the ace in hand, so we will be able to put up some serious pressure going into our next turn here. They're trying to think about how to sequence this, I'm assuming, and looking at the way that their current hand size, I could only see 1 or 2 things that they would be doing right now at this particular moment. And for me, either or doesn't matter. I plan on pitching at least 1 card anyways, and then yeah, so they're gonna go ahead and swing. Okay, they're gonna go all in here. Okay, so they're gonna swing 8 into life, and I'll just take it. I mean, really nothing I can do there. I don't really see any reason to do anything else. We do not have, so what we can do here is we can play the this, and then we can cycle out this and then that, and then we'll play this, and then do leader ability, and then we'll trash. What will we trash? We get rid of a guard, and I don't think it makes much of a difference in the way in which we do this. So we're gonna swing 7 at lead, and I'm assuming they're gonna just counter out most of this. I probably should have played the Luffy on top versus the ace. That was a misplay on my part. That way I could have gone to 7K. But hey, it is something you learn. Obviously, getting down to the sequencing correctly with this deck is vital. I get heavily punished for that on this turn here. So I'm assuming that I'm gonna get double attacked with on this particular turn. But for me, it's just like, okay, I could have played that turn a lot better, and I could have obviously played the Luffy on top of the ace, so that way I could have at least brought the Luffy out, and then I would have been at 7K going into this, which would have been a lot better dealing with some of the swings that are coming my way. But nonetheless, that's fine, because I think next turn we go to 9, and I think I just hard play Borso. I think that's what makes sense here. I'm gonna go ahead and protect this. So I'm gonna go 7 with Hiyori, and they're gonna go 5. So we'll pitch that. That's fine. We're nowhere guaranteed to take certain hits, so we just kind of have to like prepare for those hits. And their swings are gonna come from the ETGs. So I just want to know, like, I think for the most part they're gonna swing 7 into my 5 twice. So I'm gonna lose. Okay, so Niji, does that put back in my hand? Right, that puts the, I forgot what the on-play effect is for this card. K up to one of your, oh, okay, so they put the Luffy back in. Okay, I guess that's not the worst thing, and then they're gonna ETG. And the real question here is, do I defend this to get the ace, to keep the ace out? Because I think so. Because I can easily at 9 and then play the Borso, and that puts me and leader ability. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go, so let's do this. We'll play the ace to deploy this, and then we will play the baby monkey to play this, and then we will do ability, then we'll do this, detach Dawn, leader ability, we'll trash a card, let's get rid of this, and then we still have enough to still do Saba, which is so gross, and then we'll do this and deploy that. So now we're 11K leader, which is absolutely filthy, and we have all 3 geckos in hand. So it's just, like I said before, is really gross. So we're gonna swing. So here's the question is, I guess the value in clearing their board makes sense here to get rid of some threats, and then I can swing 11 into Ichiji. Or do I prioritize their life? I guess you could look at it twofold. He's not gonna be able to even swing into me going into the next. Oh, he's actually gonna counter out of it, which is a huge misplay, because then I just get this for free, and that's fine. I don't really know what, I have no idea what he was thinking. I just know he just won't be able to swing into me at all. And if I can remove 1 extra threat from the board, then I think that makes the most sense. So I did expose my my ace is exposed, but I'm not really too worried about that. I am an 11K leader, which is absolutely insane. I do have a life, and I have a Sabo, and then I have 3 geckos in hand, and essentially, outside of not having an extra Sabo, I pretty much have the infinite loop, so I can just play Borso Sabo over and over again, is essentially what I'm thinking I'm going to end up doing. So like, he can't even he can't even swing at. The only thing he can swing at is the ace, and I mean that's it. Like he can't do anything. Like he can't. I don't think that this guy really understands how this works. Like you can't touch me, bro. Like you just can't. He's probably malfunctioning. Like wait, that's actually crazy. And look, by no means is this guy like top tier rank, guys. Like I'm just showing you guys how impressive this deck is and what it can do when piloted correctly in a position. Like right now he's about to swing, looks like he's gonna swing 8 into the ace, which, oh, he's gonna don up and, like, is this guy stupid? Maybe this guy just doesn't understand how this works. This guy really doesn't understand the deck he's using. So this is a poor example of the playing a beginner. And I'm just being completely honest. Like I'm not even tooting my horn with this particular. Like this guy is. I don't think he understands how Luffy works. And unfortunately, on this next turn, he's gonna get punished. And once again, I don't really understand what he's gonna turn all his guys sideways. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Like people, it's crazy. So I don't really want this, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use that ability to get the card off the draw, and then we're gonna go ahead and play the Gecko. And what's my trash again? Oh, Sabo. Okay. So I'm gonna play this Sabo. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, so they'll play the Sabo and the Luffy. So I'm gonna play the Sabo and the Monkey Luffy. And then we're gonna do Leader ability. And then we will trash. What do we want to do here? We'll trash this. And we'll go. Yeah, well, I guess it's the order doesn't make any difference, right? So we'll do this to go to this, and this to go to this, and draw 2 trash you. Get rid of this, and I mean, I get to trash the Sabo. I guess that makes sense, and then we'll KO this to get the draw effect. And then we'll swing 7 at lead, and they're just gonna take this all the way down. Like there's really nothing they can do. And I'm a 10k leader with a blocker. And then we're gonna swing 8 to face again. Simple, easy. And then I will swing. Yeah, let's clear their board real quick. And then we'll pass turn. So we're essentially in a very dominant position. I am a 9k leader with 1 blocker. So potentially, depending on what they can set up here, I don't think they have enough. So they're gonna push. Let's see what they end up doing. I'm curious to see. Because then next turn I can, let's see, I have another Sabo in trash, and then I have another, so I can start building my Sabo loop and just kind of just win really, really hard off of that. So he's going to go into the ETG. Okay. And you're going to have to attach Don to that, buddy. So at least 4 Don are going to have to be distributed to ETG. Unless they're just, right? Like that's what they have to do. So he's going to play a blocker. And play another blocker. And then they're going to draw some cards. So they're opting not to swing at me, which is really interesting to say the least. But I'm going to swing out on them with pretty much my entire board, and then obviously I'm gonna just reset it up again. It's gonna be pretty insane, to be honest. I do have some searchers, so he's gonna swing 7 into my ace, which yeah, I can't let them get anything for free, and they can't do anything, so really bad for them. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna swing 8 to lead, 7, 9. Okay. And damn, they gave up a lot of cards for that. Because what they don't understand is I'm going to swing my whole board out, and then I'm going to be able to swing with leader. So they're going to lose a ton of cards. And I may just get rid of the ETG in general. We'll swing 9 to face. And they'll just give me the Sabo. Yep. And then we'll just do this. Swing 6 to face. And they'll pitch a card. 2 cards. Just, I don't think they understand how this works. But once again, so we'll pick the Sabo to replace this. And then, what do I want to bring out again? Oh, the ace, right? So I'll put the ace here. And then, like I said, the infinite loop. Then we're going to trash a card, so we'll get rid of this brick. And then we're gonna go Sabo ace again. So we'll go ace. And then we'll go Sabo again. And then we'll draw 2 trash 2. We'll get rid of damn, I feel like I have to get rid of that gecko, because I want to keep as much counter in hand. So yeah, let's get rid of these 2, and then let's swing 7 at lead, and then we'll swing a 9 at lead, which is going 100% connect. And then we've got 5k in counter in hand, 2 2ks and a 1k, and that's just going to connect 100% of the time, and then we'll pass turn. So very intrigued to see what they do. It's just gonna be really tough for them to figure out how to get past this. It's just gross. And here in this particular matchup, I didn't even have to use the Borsalino. This match could probably have been over a lot sooner if I had played a bit more tactical and correct. But overall, I think that I'm just displaying how this deck, when with the right cycle of cards, is essentially virtually unpunishable if you just have the right cards that you can continue to cycle. I've just cycled the same ace Sabo loop twice. So this guy is going to he's gonna lose the match. I'm assuming he's gonna concede after this, because he already put a Don on Reiju, which makes absolutely no sense. But maybe he has some idea in mind. He has to swing 9 base just to get me to use a counter, and I have a blocker. And with knowing that, I think, where could he get away? Could he win here? I don't think there's a path for it where he's able to win in general. So I have no idea what he's trying to do here. He's gonna swing 8 into that. So that means he's gonna play a bunch of blockers. So I mean, that's kind of what I see him doing now. So let's just see what he does. And he's gonna swing 6 and 8, which makes no sense. This guy is, once again, people, this guy has, I don't think he understands how the game works. So the sooner we get over this one, the better. He's gonna play the judge. Okay. I'm not 100% certain how that card works. I do know it requires quite a bit of resource. So we'll see what he ends up doing. But he's just gonna lose in general. This game is over with. Because he playing any type of blockers really didn't make any sense to me. Maybe he just kind of like last hurrah and wanted to play a card, that he had been wanting to play for a while now, because Judge does absolutely nothing for him in this particular moment. He won't even be able to swing at me. He can swing at my board, but next turn he just, I mean, he's not playing any blockers, so he just straight loses. But just the incredible power that BY Luffy has, and why it's so freaking strong against majority of the metas. And here up against a super aggro deck, and mind you, not played optimally, tons of misplays, but just once again, even when I made mistakes, very unpunishable, and was able to. Okay, so he just passed the turn. I have no idea what he's doing, but I guess he's just kind of just like, all right, it's over. Not really I could do. So it looks like this is it for him. I mean, I'm sure he's got 2Ks, right? But just for the shits and giggles, I'm just gonna don it all up there and swing 19 just to style on him. But as you guys can see, man, an incredible deck here. We'll go back to the deck list here real quick. Let me load this up. Once again, running the 4 Borsos. Haven't ran into a Bonnie, so next video I'll try to get some videos with going into the Bonnie matchup, because obviously that matchup is heavily dependent on removal, and the only reason we can only remove 4 costs and without the Kuzan. So, but into every other thing else, I feel like it really feels good, and I don't really feel any issues with it and the ratio. And the Borso feels really good to pick that up. Staying 7K leader with Sabo and putting Borso on board is almost like, it's just super cracked out. And on defense he's plus 1,000. So really cool. I like the new list. I'm going to be running this pretty heavily at locals just to get some testing in, and excited to see how far it takes me. I will be doing another video, so stay tuned for that, and we'll go into a deeper dive in some of the more competitive ranked matchups coming forward. So please, if you like the videos and content, please support the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll continue to drop as much fluid mega content as possible. And appreciate you guys stopping by and checking this out, and until next time, peace.